Alright, this is the Illusion reporting from Malibu, California, somewhere on Spaceship Earth. Today I'm up at one of my little favorite stash spots in the Santa Monica Mountains that not a lot of people look at or get a chance to come to. But it's out there if you seek it, and it'll appear in your hologram, in your dream. But anyway, you know, I wanted to kind of dedicate this episode to my boys down at Freedom Artists, man, Patrick and Pascal. You know, they were the first guys to kind of believe in the illusion and get me hooked up, and I kind of make some of my little surf movies for them, and go check out what they're doing, man. They're cool guys, and go check them out, freedomartist.com, man. But you know, the reason I come up here on a day like today, it's Labor Day weekend down at the beach, and it's an absolute madhouse. But if you keep your frequency vibrating high, man, you can chip out of that insanity and go get some quiet time for yourself, man. And that's why I like to come up here, man. It reminds me what the whole experience of living's about. It's like finding the beauty around us that is always there, man. You know, sometimes it can be just tripping out on the sparkly shapes and colors of a piece of trash fluttering down the beach, man. Or it can be this, man. This absolutely beautiful and gorgeous place. And let me just give you a little tour around. You know, I'm always really thankful for this spot here because someone back in the day had the foresight to see it for its absolute beauty, you know, and save it. It's all parkland and wilderness, man. Up there, that's Boney Ridge, man. That's like a crazy vortex where yeah, the aliens come in, man. I got to do telepathy up there once with some other guys, dude. It was pretty wild stuff, man. That was like the beginning of my expanded consciousness when I was a kid. And yeah, if you look at all that, man, you know, places like this in the area around Los Angeles and stuff would have been made into like subdivisions, and you would have seen nothing but Spanish tiles and palm trees and gated communities down in a valley like this. But like I said, man, some people back in the day had some foresight to chip this whole area off and preserve it for the whole world, man. And way out there, in one of my previous episodes, I go up to Magoo Peak, which is that one right there, and check out the hologram from that perspective. But over in there is this place, La Jolla Canyon. It's another one that's straight ahead. That's another one of my favorite spots to just go get some quiet time. But this one's pretty easily accessible by the car, and I got a bunch of stuff to do today. And you know what's interesting is, since we're here and we're looking at the vortex where the time is infinity and the aliens can come in, man, this kid Eat Wieners, yeah, Eat Wieners was asking me about the reptilians and the shapeshifters. And you know, for me it's all about your imagination. You know, I've talked about my superhero identity as overactive imagination, man. So reptilians and shapeshifters, not that far out for me, man. You know, supposedly the reptilians are running the whole New World Order and trying to enslave the human population for their own twisted ends. But you know, that's what I'm about, is vibrating past that whole weird identity and thought pattern, because they can't cage us in, right? Because they're reptilians, man. So they're only using their reptilian brain, which is like the basic fight or flight aspect of us, man. So if we vibrate way past them, there's really nothing they can do, man. So, you know, I don't give that stuff much of a thought, except to like check it out and kind of chuckle at it, because it's pretty far out. But you know, check out David Icke. David Icke breaks it all down, man. You go to YouTube and he's got like some 4-part, like 6-hour talks about the whole deal, man. And he's pretty right on, dude. You know, I just don't subscribe to the whole living in fear of anybody, man. Yeah, if the government and the Illuminati bloodlines are reptilian space aliens from tens of thousands of years ago, good for them, man. I hope they have fun with their satanic rituals, man. But me personally, I don't really care what they're up to, dude, because they can't cage me, man. And that's what the whole illusion's about, and what we all need to be about is breaking free of the fear and the attachment to the scary dream. Who cares if there's a bunch of reptilian shapeshifters out there, man? They ain't got nothing on me, man, because I'm vibrating right past them. And the shapeshifter things, man, I don't know. I always joke about crackheads or shapeshifters, man, you know? They're one kind of human being one moment, and then they go smoke that crazy pipe and they shapeshift into some sort of freaky, far-out creature, man. But, you know, I've shapeshifted, man. I've been a crow before. I can take on the identity of the hawk's eyes when it's circling above me and look down upon myself, man. I can be a bunny rabbit hopping through that field right now. You know, I know that's not really what the shapeshifters are all about. It's more of a malevolent thing, you know. It's all part of that alien New World Order conspiracy stuff, man. But, like I said, dude, I only am paying attention to that just for pure entertainment purposes only, because I have a far-out imagination and I can check it out without attaching to the whole thing in a state of fear, man. You know, if your mind isn't ready to go check that stuff out, dude, don't check it out, man. It's pretty far out, scary, creepy stuff, man. But, you know, if you can vibrate past it, it doesn't mean anything, man. It just is more nonsense. And that's what it is, man. But, you know, I definitely think they're out there jumping around, doing the deal, man. How do you explain all the weird stuff going on planet Earth? Because it sure isn't coming from dudes like me vibrating at a higher frequency. I mean, a lot of negative energy. You know, I was broadcasting that signal for a while once upon a time, man, when I was all twisted up about what was going on with the Earth and, you know, all bummed out they were cutting down the redwood trees and stuff. But, you know, I remember when the redwood trees told me, man, don't hurt another human being. It ain't worth it, man. We've been here for 3,000 years and we got it covered. And when you guys are gone, we'll just be here hanging on this little creek. So, me and the trees told me not to hurt another human being a long time ago, man. Not for them anyway. You know, you go mess with people, dude. I don't have any qualms with, like, taking someone out who's going to hurt a kid or the whole thing. But then, why manifest that scary part of the dream, man? Why even accept it? You know, I trip out on the whole thing of, like, all right, so there's an Aboriginal guy, dude, doing his walkabout out in the deserts of Australia, right? His bloodline goes back, you know, 10,000 years or more, man, to like ancestral deals, dude. So he's walking around out there, out in the desert, dude, manifesting little grubs and little springs of water to take care of himself, man, and nourish his body. So he's walking around out there. That dude's got no idea there's like famine in Africa, Fukushima meltdown, you know, banker fraud going on all over America, crooked politicians, man. He's totally in the now, man. He's totally dealing with what is exactly in front of him and turning it over to Mother Creator, which is this earth, man. No matter how much you're not connected to this earth, you are part of this earth by just default. Every molecule of your body is of this earth, man. You came from dust and you will return to dust, man. So, you know, don't attach to a lot of things. Be the Aboriginal, man. Go to your root source energy and turn the frequency back to love and compassion and see where it'll start to get you, man. Because the shapeshifters and the reptilians and all those freaky New World Order satanic mofo, they can't hold us back, man, when we're vibrating at the higher frequency. And they're absolutely terrified of all of us getting our frequency organized and realizing that we're eternal and that we're beams of light. And the first way we got to do that is just stop tripping on the future. The future will never ever occur. It will only be the present. The present is the one constant in your life for eternity. It will always be the now. So the quicker you can get into the now and stop attaching to the future, stop attaching to the past, the better your now will be. Anyway, this is the Illusion, man. Stoked here down below Boney Ridge, looking at the wilderness areas of the Santa Monica Mountains, man. Sending some of my love out to the boys at Freedom Artist and all of you guys out there, man. Hope you're having a nice, safe Labor Day weekend, man. And you know, on these big weekends, man, find a sober driver, dude. We're out there, dude, and we'll get you where you need to go, man. Let's stay off the roads if we've been pickled, all right? Anyway, man, sending you the love. Peace.